I'm Joanna Garzilli, award-winning author and life coach. Welcome to the Looking Glass podcast. When the drama's gone, reality can set in for me, and I no longer have excuses or someone to blame for the way I feel, how I experience life, what I'm achieving, where I'm failing. It's up to me. And I've thought quite a bit recently about what a drama queen I can be. I've looked back through my past and held a mirror up to myself, like one of those makeup mirrors where it's sort of like a magnifying glass. It has been incredibly uncomfortable, yet liberating to be able to face the things about myself that I am ashamed of. And the irony is, some of the things that I am ashamed of, I shouldn't feel that way, that there isn't something wrong and I haven't done anything wrong. In ignoring parts of myself, there's behaviors that I've had where maybe I've just thought, oh, I'm not, it's not me, I'm not the problem here. And I've actually bothered other people, or people from my past who I care about still have a negative perception of me, and I don't have any control over how they feel. All I can do is focus on what I can do now to be the best version of myself. In the past few days, I have been having dreams and memories of people who I was really close friends with in my late teenage years, in my early 20s. I'm aware that they were good friends and I let them down in some capacity, sometimes in a number of ways. And that has been creeping into my awareness. And I'm also well aware that I can't change the past. And I have to live with the attitude I had, the way that I was. And even though when I think of some of those people, they really didn't do anything wrong. And then others did what maybe I perceived as did something wrong. And then it escalated into some mental drama, but that wasn't necessary. And so I think that, another awareness I have as I reflect is that in my intention to be drama-free, meaning that I don't have chaos in my life, I am not having to manage things that are just expending a lot of extra energy for me. That if I create calm in my life, if I set up my life in a particular way where it isn't drama-filled, then I have energy and time to be more productive and useful. Now that my life has more space again, and I stepped over that threshold from before I was in my corporate America job, and now I am free, and the dust hasn't quite settled yet. It's as if it's still up in the air, that if all that energy was snowflakes in a snow globe, they just haven't settled yet. So the expression, you wait to see how the chips fall. I guess I could eat the chips. I could hold on to the chips. I could do something with the chips. But I feel like I've just got to allow right now. My intuition says, Joanna, observe, just be uncomfortable. Face yourself. Look at yourself. Or that I have just whatever the judgment is of myself. I'm sharing this in real time with you rather than, I was here and now I'm there. Just because it will help me as much as I hope it helps you in some capacity, it will or it won't. But I will just say, for my selfish reasons here, as I share this in real time, I feel like it's going to give me more awareness not to derail in the future. Now, I haven't derailed in the past few years with my weight or with finances or with relationships like I did in my teenage years or in my 20s or right into my, I suppose, in my 30s as well. Oh my gosh. And in my 40s, I got a much, much better handle on things. I really began to break through and then maintain those breakthroughs. If I think back into in my teenage years, I think I had just an arrogance and aloofness that was a full sense of confidence that carried me through and lined up some really cool things for myself. And in my 20s, I was naive to a detriment. Because of my oblivion, I was able to achieve things because I was fearless, because I just didn't know. And if I had known, I wouldn't have gone and achieved and done some of the things that I did. And then in my 30s, I feel like I started to focus really on incorporating deeper spirituality into my life rather than just talking it or guiding other people through their limitations or reading for them intuitively, but still having absolute drama in my love life or with my finances. Like as soon as I would do well, I would go and sabotage myself. It was a terrible pattern I had. But in my 30s, I started to go, okay, as I'm working with more and more people and I'm seeing the intuitive guidance that is coming through that these people are following and they're getting incredible, miraculous outcomes, I better stop really paying more attention to this. And then I think a lot of my 30s was consumed more with my ego because of insecurity. In my 40s, I became very aware that every time I thought I'd figured things out and that was it, I was done with a certain negative pattern, it would come back and bite me in the arse again. And that really made me focus on humility. But in that process, I think I took it too far because I thought, okay, well, I've only got to be the wind beneath people's wings. I shouldn't be in the spotlight in any capacity. I've done my days as an author, going out there as a celebrity psychic and doing the whole Hollywood red carpet thing and the London socialite thing. So I put everything aside and thought, I'm going to be very sensible. I'm going to be a good girl. I'm going to make my parents really, really happy. But in that process, I feel, even though I learned so much, that I killed my creativity because then I was putting myself in a box, and then me not getting to step into the spotlight, to go on the stage and whatever, metaphorically that means, just stepping out there more as a public figure. That was killing me inside as I tried to suppress that, because I am a bit of a drama queen, and I love being behind the scenes and I love supporting other people's dreams, but I've got to admit that I like stepping out there as well, because I guess just my true nature wants to shine. And I just smiled as I said that. So that means I'm on the right track, even though I've still got to work through that pattern of, oh my gosh, what do you think of me? Oh my gosh, Joanna's so ego-driven. No, I am not so ego-driven anymore. I am very, very aware of it, but I know there's new things to become aware of. Thank you for reflecting with me now. I'm Joanna Garzilli. I'm sending you lots of love, and I look forward to hearing your awarenesses on the decades of your life, and I will see you next time.